Hello friends, I'm Renu, life coach. It takes a warm slice of bread in order to soak the butter which is being spread on it. On the contrary, if the bread happens to be cold, the bread remains with the butter only on the surface. The butter does not get soaked into it, and when we taste these two breads separately, we find that the one with the butter which has been completely soaked into the bread tastes far, far better in comparison to the one with the butter only on the surface or only on the periphery of the bread. Now let's reflect upon, does it not happen in a similar way in our lives as well? We are being bestowed with so many things in our life, with many, many blessings from God, and when we are accepting and acknowledging it with a lot of graciousness, we find life to be very happier and better, which is similar to the warm bread with butter soaked completely inside. If we are in a position to soak the amount of blessings Lord has showered on us, our life becomes like the same bread. And if we aren't in a position to accept and acknowledge graciously, we are probably like the cold bread. Now, it doesn't matter how much amount of butter has been spread on the bread. In the similar way, abundance or little blessings hardly matters. Now, gratitude is considered to be one of the most healthiest and the positive emotions. We can also call gratitude something as benefit finding emotion. So, come what may, however tough the life is, if we are acknowledging that whatever we have brushed our life across with, it is all more than enough and sufficient, then probably it will open the door for more positive things to be welcomed by us. We believe that it's the joy in our life that makes us happy. It isn't so, but it's very true for gratitude. In fact, gratitude happens to be the prerequisite of happiness. It rushes out the tide of disappointment, but it rushes in the tide of love. So whenever you feel sense of gratitude, you will automatically find the emotion of joy and happiness all around you. If you're filled with gratitude, it brings sense to our past, it brings peace to today, and it definitely gives us the vision for tomorrow. Now, if you have breadcrumbs or food crumbs fallen under the dining table, please be happy and be thankful you have food for your family. If you have a lot of clothes to be washed, it's okay. You're having ample amount of clothes for yourself and your family members. If your home is messy, even then it's fine. Please express your gratitude. You have all your members living happily within the home the way they want to live. If you've got a lot of dishes to wash, it's still okay. And if you have a lot of questions being asked at home, please be happy because you have little curious minds of your kids who want to satisfy their quench to know more and more. Now, these are little things of our life for which we definitely must extend our gratitude. Now, gratitude, as I've said, it's the prerequisite of our happiness. The vibrations of gratitude brings more positivity into life. And therefore, it's very, very essential for whatever you have been through or are going through, please find the benefits of it instead of being in a very complaining mode or in a very blaming mode. Please come out of it and see some sense into or find some purpose why this would have happened and how would it expand your possibilities to grow in your life. So in fact, I take this opportunity to thank everyone and everything to make it possible for me to be whosoever I am today. Gratitude in itself, when experienced and when expressed, they are both superlative. It withholds, or rather, it blocks the envy, hatred, the jealousy, the resentment, and the revenge. All these negative feelings, they are being blocked once we get into the habit of expressing gratitude. It is also scientifically being found that gratitude acts like a buffer between our psychological conditions and our debilitating emotions. There's a lot of impact gratitude brings, not just psychologically, but physiologically as well. It's been found that a person, if is in the habit of expressing gratitude, would have his cognitive skills being expanded and, in fact, broadened. And that would give a lot of capacity for the person to cope up with the situations and to have that resilience from within to overcome all the shortcomings in life. This gratitude can be associated with our physiological wellness as well. So it's not just cognitive aspect, it is about our physiology also. You would have found the moment you have thanked somebody or expressed your gratitude or felt happy of thanking somebody or somebody thanking you, there is a rush of happy feeling within. And that is because of the happy hormones being released whenever you experience gratitude or whenever you express gratitude. It's a wonderful feeling. Now, it's been said that expression of this allows you to be the beholder of the virtue, and if you withhold that, it becomes a complete vice. Adam Smith has also proposed that this gratitude leads to social stability. So, from individual peace and individual attention being focused, it slowly moves towards bringing stability in the society if everyone practices this gratitude. There is another very, very important thing that we must understand about gratitude is the reasons why some people would, or who are the people who would not be practicing this gratitude. They can be people who are very insensitive to the needs of others, or it can even be people who are shrugging off their shoulders from being responsible. There are people who are so self absorbed within themselves and with their so called self importance, which is exponentially being exaggerated, and definitely there are narcissists who would not be feeling this sense of gratitude. But it has also been found that if this gratitude is being practiced in the rehabilitation centers or with the people who are having their troubled familial relationships, this can work wonders. In fact, to a certain extent, uh, all these disputes and disagreements can be resolved if life is filled with gratitude. So let's be the warm bread and let's give up being the cold bread of our life, and let the butter be soaked in us, and let the gratitude be that butter. So let's soak our life with gratitude and let's be away from disappointment and depression. And that's very truly being found out that when somebody does not express the gratitude, there are people who either they internalize it or they externalize it in the absence of gratitude. So when somebody internalizes it, they fall into the downward spiral of being disappointed or filled with anxiety or getting into depression. And when they externalize, that is again more severe, because this is very, very tempting for them to move towards something called as substance abuse or violence to others and hurting others. So instead of choosing these wrong directions, let's steer our life into the right path and let's be thankful to whatever little we have. If what we have is enough, we get in ample when we acknowledge and accept it graciously. So, thank you all so much.